Alright, guys, here we go. Choose Your Legends, Fate channel. Let's check it out.
Hello, summoners. As per usual, I, Faye, have gathered all sorts of exciting news for you. Let's get started with our special Choose Your Legends edition of Faye Channel.
Alright, let's go.
First up, ta-da! The heroes you selected in Choose Your Legends Round 9 are finally here, all dressed up in their
so
Choose
they're
Your
the winners,
Legends
obviously.
outfits. So,
It's a little
let's get
unfortunate
right
that
to the
Baldr and Eikpyrnir both
introductions.
got units leading up to this.
This is the uniform my students wear. How does it look on me?
Okay, so we're starting off with a student version
It's
of
the
Byleth.
runner-up from
Okay,
the-
I'll take that. It's a more unique take on possible outfit for the character, which we haven't really seen them do too often. They've been playing it safe a lot lately, so this works for me. All right, we'll take it. Student Byleth.
Men's Division, Byleth. As you know, he served as a professor at Garrick Mock and is here looking slick. Do you suppose this might be an Officer's Academy uniform? With its
Looks like
dashing
it.
cape and hat, this smart look emphasizes Byleth's self-assured
I guess that blue
gallantry.
dagger means he's from Blue Lions here.
Alongside his allies, Byleth will learn, grow, and cut a path to the future.
Okay.
His ace
All right, so unique A skill, Professor's Guidance. At the start of turn and at the start of enemy phase, except in Summoner Duels, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants Professor's Guidance and no follow-up to unit and allies in 3 spaces for 1 turn. And also for unit and allies in 3 spaces of unit, if special cooldown is at its max value, grants -1. If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats of 9 to unit. Unit deals +7 damage, excluding on AoEs. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7, excluding on AoEs. And reduce the percentage of foes' non-special DR by half. Alright, and then also if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, triggers potent follow 100. Oh, he's got that too. Okay. So Professor's Guidance. While unit lives, unit gets 2 times SP after combat or after using an assist. Wow, they finally answered my pleas for Colorless Tome Valor. And why not? They just threw in every single Valor skill right in one there. So, I mean, this dude is going to be the ultimate unit simply for SP grinding. So that's great right there. Alright, yeah, so while unit lives, unit gets double SP after combat or after using an assist. Alright, grants all stats of 5 to unit during combat. Any reduced damage by X% effect that can be triggered only once per combat by unit's equipped special skill can be triggered up to twice per combat. Okay, so we're doing that again. Excluding boosted special effects from engaging, only highest value applies. Yes, so that would be the Ike ring, basically. And then grant special cooldown count -1 after combat.
skill,
It's not the
Professor's
craziest
Guidance, greatly increases
preference,
his
or
stats during
it's not the
combat
craziest
and allows
unique
him to activate potent
bonus
follow.
effect, but
Ever the
it
teacher,
is one that we're
he
going to
grants a
appreciate for the
beneficial
double
status,
SP.
itself called Professor's Guidance, to his allies.
Well then.
Heroes who have been granted this status can gain twice as much SP from combat, and their special cooldown counts are reduced after combat.
Alright, we're going to need to see a lot more,
His
though.
B skill,
Okay, so he's got a new B skill here, Null C Avoid. If a skill compares unit speed to foe speed or ally speed, then you get +7 during the check, so Phantom Speed Light. Reduce damage from AoEs by 80%. Inflicts attack and speed -4 on the foe. Deals damage equal to the difference between speed stats +5 with a max of 15, excluding on AoEs. And if unit speed is better than the foe's speed, treats speed difference as 0. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 20% of unit speed, and neutralize effects that prevent units' counterattacks during combat. Interesting. So we're getting bonus damage here, up to 15 pretty much, and then we're getting Null C Disrupt. We're getting AoE damage reduction, which is pretty cool. There's not many units that give that as a support. It's pretty much just Goto and Legacy Goto, and like the Dual Byleth dual button and stuff, but not very common, and certainly not common to get on an inheritable passive either. So it seems okay. Nothing too crazy, but seems definitely like an option.
Null C Avoid, reduces the damage of area of effect specials by 80%. It also reduces the damage taken in
He
combat
still took
by
a chunk there
20%
from
of the unit's
Hathrune's
speed,
AoE, though.
and deals a huge amount of damage based on the difference between the unit speed and the opponent's speed. Byleth's weapon skill is Sublime.
Okay, so Sublime Creator, -1 special trigger, distant counter. For allies in 3 rows of 3 columns center on unit, grants all stats of 5, neutralize penalties on ally, and when ally deals damage to the foe, recover 7 HP during combat. Okay, that's much better than after combat, because if you've got like a brave weapon, or if you've got potent and brave and you're hitting them 5 times, what is that, like potentially 35 recovery in combat? So that could be very substantial. If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to all stats equal to the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns, center on unit times 3 plus 5, with a max of 14. Neutralize penalties on unit. Unit deals plus X times 5 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by X times 3, and reduce damage from foes' attacks by an additional X times 3 when the foe's attack triggers foe's special. And X is the number of bonuses on unit, and the number of... Wait, no, hold on. X is the number of bonus effects active on unit and foe, excluding stat bonuses with a max of 5. Not bonuses on unit and penalties on the foe, just the total number of bonuses overall. And then when unit deals damage to the foe, recovers 7 HP during combat. Okay.
Creator.
Nothing too crazy
This
yet again,
powerful
but...
sword allows
Oh,
him to
did we get a glimpse of his stats? Hold on, let me just double check. Because they showed him on the map for a moment. I just want to quickly see if I missed his stats anywhere.
status can gain twice as much SP from combat. And their spawns are well see avoid.
Alright, right here. Okay, so 41 HP, 69 attack, 54 speed, 38 defense, 30 res. He's getting +6 to attack and speed there, so 63 attack and then 48 speed, which makes sense.
Increases the
All right,
damage
let's keep
he
going
deals
here.
based on how many positive status effects he has been granted. On top of that, it makes even distant allies stronger during combat. Also, this weapon's most...
Oh, wait, whoa, hold on a second. There's a style here. Sublime Heaven style. Unit can attack foes 3 spaces away. Wow. Okay, eat your heart out, Erica. Being the only ranged melee type. Here we have a 3 ranged melee type. Grant special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. If foe uses dragon or beast damage and unit special triggers, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's attack. Cannot move through spaces within 3 spaces of foe that has triggered the bulwark effect. Okay, so he gets hit by bulwark even harder than normal, because range type units can't move within 2 spaces. This guy is melee, but he can't move within 3 spaces of somebody that has bulwark. Does not apply if unit has a pass skill. Unit suffers a counterattack if any of the following conditions are met. Foe is armored with a range of 1, or foe can counterattack regardless of unit's range. And then after combat movement effects do not occur, skill effects range is treated as 1. Once used, this style cannot be used again for 2 turns. Interesting. Okay, so he gets 3 range of attack there. I was going to say he seemed real underwhelming looking at his unique passive and his weapon. But the style is definitely going to make him interesting, right? Like we've already seen with the Summer Celica. She's not the craziest unit, but just being able to hit from 3 spaces away is still pretty valuable. So maybe this guy could end up being pretty valuable too for the same reason.
Significant characteristic is its style, Sublime Heaven. Use it, and Byleth can attack foes who are 3 spaces away. And before the first attack, it
He's
even
not
reduces
suffering
his
any
special
reduced
cooldown
damage
count.
from his
He
attacks
can
too,
release
like
a
the
powerful
Summer
special
Celica.
attack at foes
Because like
3
she does
spaces
brave
ahead,
attacking, but then
starting
it's
from
at
the first
reduced
turn
damage.
of the battle.
This guy
I'd
just straight up
expect
has
no
potent
less of the
100, and you can give
professor.
him the Erica ring to brave attack.
We gods of Asgarthur must value truth and justice above all
Oh,
else.
we got a sniper Baldr here. Damn. Packing the big guns right there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so it's obvious that's Hoder's gun that she's got. I'll take it, man. This is... I didn't really know what to expect from the artwork from Baldr, but I do like the direction they chose to go in here.
Presenting the runner-up from the women's division, Baldr. She possesses the poise worthy of one called the
God damn, she
Celestial
is
Sun
thick.
God, ready to lead the world down a righteous
Dude, look at the
path.
curves there.
I
Oh
feel
my
like
god.
I'm getting a little dazzled by her divine presence. Is it just me? Or does that weapon look like the one Hother carries?
Yes,
Her
it does.
clothes make me think of Hother's too. These sisters are so close. Baldr cleverly uses the weapon triangle
Overwhelms
for an
and
overwhelming
obliterates
advantage
foes.
to
I like it.
obliterate foes. She inflicts
All right, so Heaven's Stead here. Unique A skill. Enables Canto Rem with a min of 1. At start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, inflicts Triangle, Adept, and Exposure on the closest foes, and foes in 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants all sets of 9 to unit. Unit deals plus 7 damage, excluding on AoEs. Reduce damage from foes' first attack by 7, including on their brave attack. And neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-ups and prevent units follow-ups. And also, if exposure is active on the foe, or if unit has weapon triangle advantage, unit attacks twice. Okay, that's interesting. So she gets brave attacking on her A skill there. She is a blue bow, what is she, flyer, I would think?
triangle adept.
Yeah, it seems like
and
she's a flyer.
Exposure on the foes closest to her using her A skill, Heaven's Stead. Then, if she has weapon triangle advantage, or if her foe has been inflicted with exposure, she can attack twice in combat.
Task.
Oh,
Baldr's
here are her stats too, by the way. So we got 42 HP. Taking drops to attacking speed from the structure there, but it's hard to say how leveled up that actually is. So let's just say 60 attack, 48 speed, 32 defense, 25 res for now. Alright, Truth Seeker, her weapon. -1 special trigger, effective against flying foes, and neutralize effective against flying bonuses. At start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants +1 movement to unit. Okay. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants reduced percentage of non-special DR by half during combat, and special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to attack speed, defense, and res, equal to the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns, centered on unit times 3 plus 5 with a max of 14. Unit deals +X times 5 damage with a max of 25. X is the number of bonuses and bonuses on unit and penalties on foe. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by Y, and reduce damage from foes' special by Y. If unit has weapon triangle disadvantage, Y is 20% of speed. Otherwise, Y is 50% of speed. So she's stealing that from the regular Mythic Baldr, where she just gets essentially 100% of her speed as true DR if she's got color advantage. Or if she doesn't have color disadvantage, basically. And then neutralize effects that grant special cooldown charge +X to foe during combat. So we got there half a tempo. Got a lot of true damage, a lot of true DR. Okay, looking very good here.
weapon skill is Truth Seeker. At the start of the turn, it can increase her movement and grant a special cooldown charge +1 per attack.
Oh, it looks like
effect
she
to
has a
herself
style
and
also.
allies.
Where to now?
Its most significant
Yeah, she isn't equipped with any rings, so that's just straight up a style that she's got here. So, weapon triangle green style.
characteristic
When
is
determining weapon triangle, counts unit as green. Wait, what? It does not affect skill effects that trigger based on attribute, such as if in combat against a green foe. This style can only be used once per turn. So she can change her color? That's different. So, okay, so she's got blue as her main, and then let's say she attacks a green unit. She's giving Triangle Adept as a status effect to enemies. So that would be bad for her. But if you go ahead and pop this style and turn her into a green unit for 1 turn, then she can attack even green type opponents, and then she's not being affected negatively at all. And then she's going to get pretty much the full damage reduction effect out of her weapons. So that's a really interesting and fun idea for a style. I actually like that.
its style.
That's cool.
If she changes it, how her weapon's damage is calculated in the weapon triangle changes from blue to green. If she uses her
Yeah,
style to its
that's
fullest,
interesting.
she can fight with an advantage over both red and blue foes all on her own. Her special skill...
Okay, she also has a special Arc Rival, 5-hit cooldown. When special triggers, boost damage by X% of the greater of units or foes' attack. If unit has weapon triangle advantage, X is 80, otherwise X is 70. That's a lot of... Jesus Christ, 80% of their attack. Reduce damage from foes' first attack by 40%, including their brave attack. And inflict special cooldown charge -1 on the foe per attack. So we got guard there. And also, if unit has weapon triangle advantage, grants special cooldown count -2 to unit, and inflicts special cooldown count +2 on the foe before unit's first attack during combat. Wow. So she's got Scowl, she's got Super Rally Spectrum. Oh, I just thought about something too, by the way. You can't give her the Lin Ring, because if you give her the Lin Ring, because she's already got a style, they would cancel out. So she can't snipe from 5 spaces away, unfortunately. But, yeah, would I prefer to be able to give her the Lin Ring over the green style? Probably. But I think the green style is still pretty fun. So I wouldn't take it as a slight against her, but, I mean, just some food for thought.
Arch Rival is not to be ignored. If she has weapon triangle advantage against her foe, her special cooldown count will be reduced significantly before her first attack, and she will set her opponent's special cooldown count back. Take advantage of the weapon triangle to blast through battles.
Alright, so we got Eikpyrnir up next. Okay, that's not very... Does he even look any different from his mythic version? Seems pretty similar. I think he was a little more covered up. Like, he's showing off more skin, but he doesn't really look all that much different from the mythic version. Oh, also the English lines are going to be implemented later. Alright, sure.
Finally, here's the winner of
Yeah,
the
so far this has been the least inspiring of all of the artworks. I thought Byleth and Baldr were pretty good. This one, though, a little bit boring here. Not to say it's bad art, just the concept they went with wasn't the most impressive.
men's division, Eikpyrnir. Dressed like that, he puts me in mind of his father, Larather. He cares deeply and trains hard as a member of the Healing Hands, so he can protect what matters most. I find myself entranced by his dedication and his muscles. He has spent years forging his physique and puts it to use to protect his allies. His weapon...
Oh, stats for a brief second. Okay, 53 HP. You got 68 attack, 16 speed, 52 defense, 43 res. He's getting bonuses to attack and defense from probably himself, actually. Because the Mythic one gives attack and defense bonuses, right? So he probably does that too. So, wait, it could be +6. It could also be +3 further because he further boosts bonuses. So it's hard to say exactly what those are going to be. Let's just take a look at his stuff first, and then we'll determine that later.
His weapon skill...
Okay, so Tempered Antler, -1 special trigger. Foes with a range of 1 cannot warp into spaces within 3 spaces a unit, and foes with range of 2 cannot warp into 4 spaces a unit. Alright, that's cool. He's got built-in Warp Bubble. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and defense up 6, Fringe bonus, neutralize foes' bonuses during combat, and null panic to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. If unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, and if unit or allies within 2 spaces of a unit have bonuses to any of their stats after start of turn skills trigger, or if defending an AR, after start of turn skills trigger at the start of turn 1 for the enemy phase, grants an additional +3 to each corresponding stat for unit and those allies, with a max of 10. Yeah, so I expected him to have that. Basically, all of the Eikpyrnirs have that.
Tempered Antler
would have been a little
prevents
weird if
foes
he didn't
from
have
warping and getting close.
Oh,
It
his
also
stats
boosts
just went up tremendously. Did you guys see that?
his and his...
Okay, so Fringe bonus grants a bonus to all stats during combat equal to the highest bonus on each stat between unit and allies in 2 spaces a unit for 1 turn. Calculates each stat bonus independently. So it's basically a ranged bonus doubler, which is actually solid because the enemies, if they have skills that would neutralize your in-combat stats, that's not going to work to the allies in 2 spaces. So, yeah, that's pretty good.
Allies' bonuses, and can grant a status that nullifies foes' bonuses. His C skill.
Oh, he's got a new save. Oh, all right, here we go. Attack and defense Briar P save. If sword, lance, axe, bow, dagger, or beast foe initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces of unit, triggers save. Oh, physical, right? Attack and defense Briar physical save. That's interesting. So we're going to break save skills up into physical and special now. So, like, the other one I would imagine gives you save against mages, tomes, dragons who do adaptive damage, and, like, staff types and things like that. Well, this one is certainly going to be a lot better, though, because it's going to hit a larger radius of characters than the other one. But interesting, nonetheless. If foe uses sword, lance, axe, bow, dagger, or beast damage, grants attack and defense of 40 unit. Disable foes' effects that calculate damage using the lower of foes' defense or res, and reduce damage from foes' attacks foes' first attack by 5 during combat and their brave attack. And unit's next attack deals damage equal to 40% of the foe's attack damage prior to reductions. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Okay.
Attack, defense, Briar physical save. Triggers Savior against physical attacks, regardless of his foe's range. It also reduces the damage he takes from the first attack in combat, and he retaliates based on the strength
look
of
at
the
this
foe's
man
attack.
hamming it up in the background
His
there. Wow.
special, Mighty Roar.
Okay, Mighty Roar, 3-hit special, boosts damage by 60% of unit's defense when special triggers. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants res up 6 and magic twin save. Wait a second, he's giving save as a support? To target allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If support partner is on player team, targets any support partner, otherwise targets ally with the highest res at the start of battle, excluding unit. At start of battle, excludes increases to res granted after ally is deployed, such as legendary effects, mythic effects, bonus effects, great talent, and etc. And does not trigger when unit is equipped with savior effects other than physical save. So he's got to have physical save, and then he can give magic save to somebody, presumably a support partner. Otherwise, it's the ally with the highest res. Very interesting. So you can run him by himself with save, and then he's giving someone else on the team save as well. So very role compressed there, and very good for stuff like Summoner Duels and Chaos Season, where you can only run 1 save unit technically. This would let you get 2 by cheating the system a little. All right, then also reduce damage from foes' attacks during combat by 40%, and grant special cooldown count minus X divided by 12, rounded down to unit before a unit's first attack during combat. X is the highest total bonuses among unit and allies in 3 spaces for 1 turn, or within 3 spaces a unit. And also, if unit's defense is better than the foe's defense plus 5, then he gets Hardy Bearing. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty goddamn good.
Grants allies a savior effect against
I gotta
magical
admit, man,
attacks.
he seems pretty good.
And of course, it is exceptionally destructive as a special, too. His physical and magical...
Okay, so Magic Twin Save. If Magic Staff or Dragon Foe initiates combat against an ally in 2 spaces a unit, trigger save. If foe uses Magic Staff or Dragon Damage, disables foe's effects that calculate damage using the lower of foe's defense or res, and any reduced damage by X% effects that can be triggered only once per combat by units equipped special can be triggered up to twice. Oh my god, dude. We're giving a full-on passive here as a start-a-turn bonus. That's crazy. This is literally just Twin Far Save as a start-a-turn bonus. That's kind of nuts. Okay. And then physical save, if sword, lance, axe, bow, dagger, or beast foe initiates, is an activation condition for savior. Okay.
Protection will be critical for any army that wants to bench press its foes.
All right, so here we go, Sharena.
As your Sharena shines brighter than ever.
Oh, dressed like Henriette. Yeah, that's pretty good.
time to introduce the winner of the women's
My
division.
God, it's like so bittersweet to finally see Sharena get something in this game. It's been, what, 9 years, and Sharena has really never gotten anything besides that one alt where she was paired up with Veronica, right? I can't remember what the theme was for that. I think it was Bride Banner. But really, Duo Sharena was like the one and only time Sharena got anything. So here we go. First place for the women's.
Sharena! Here she is, donning an outfit that's the absolute image of her mother Henriette's. Oh, Sharena, don't be nervous about the win. Anyone can see your ladylike charm. And if not, your bright, optimistic attitude will win them over. She's shining brighter than ever. I can't keep my eyes off her. Sharena's abilities are... Well, let's see. So, if the enemy has negative status effects, then...
Whoa.
A lot of good things happen for...
We're just doing the title crawl from Star Wars with her. I love that. That was a meme, actually. Somebody did that. They did the Star Wars title crawl for one of these effects that was just forever. And they just went ahead and did that with Sharena. So I guess let's just take a minute to take a look at all of these things and her stats, by the way. So we got here 40 HP, 54 attack, suffering debuffs, 49 speed, 23 defense, and 16 res. She's a cavalry green tome type, and where are these debuffs coming from? Honestly, could be anywhere. Is that Emblem Micaiah? Which Micaiah is that? Yeah, that's. I think that's Emblem Micaiah, so she's got Havoc, so that would be attack and res debuffs. Let's go ahead and take a look at her weapon here. Okay, so was that Gladsbach? Is that how you say that? Gladsbach? Or Glathsbach? -1 special trigger. If unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to attack and speed equal to 20% of speed at the start of combat plus 6. Unit deals plus X times 5 damage with a max of 25. And X is the number of bonuses on unit and penalties on the foe. Neutralize effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and prevent units' follow-up attacks. Recovers 7 HP after combat. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 10 would allow a unit to trigger a follow-up attack, then you get Potent 100. If ally initiates combat and is within 3 spaces of unit, grants another action to that ally after combat. Oh, that's taken straight out of the duo from her and Veronica. That's really good. That's one of their better effects that they had, and they're giving it to the Brave Sharena as well. If a skill belonging to that ally triggers an effect that grants them another action, such as Gale Force, this effect is treated as not having triggered. If a skill not belonging to that ally triggers an effect that grants that ally another action at the same time as this effect is also considered to have been triggered. And then once per turn within 3 spaces is calculated based on the position after triggering post-combat effects. So that would be like after you use Kanto and things like that.
So, if the enemy has...
Okay, Magic Light as the special, 3 hits. Oh, that's the one from Summer Celica, right? So we don't need to go over that one again.
Negative stat.
All right, attack and speed Aria. If unit initiates combat or is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to attack and speed equal to unit's maximum special cooldown count plus 7 during combat. And also when unit's special triggers, deals damage equal to unit's maximum special cooldown count times X, excluding on AoEs. If unit triggers the Brave Attack effect, X is 3, otherwise X is 5. Wait, did she have Brave Attacking anywhere? Wait, where are we getting Brave Attack from her? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. She's not Brave Attacking, but X is going to be 5, basically. So, let's see here. Max special cooldown count plus 7. So she's got 3 hits on Magic Light. So that would be 10. And then when you trigger your special, then you deal max special cooldown count times X. And the X is 5 if she's not Brave Attacking. So 3 times 5 would be 15. That's a pretty interesting ace skill. Huh. All right, let's keep going here. Speed and Res Shackle, new B skill. At start of turn and after unit acts, if Kanto triggers after Kanto, inflicts Speed Shackle and Res Shackle on the closest foes and foes in 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. Inflicts Speed and Res -4 on the foe and deals damage equal to the number of penalty effects active on the foe, excluding stat penalties, times 2 plus 7 during combat, with a max of 15. Speed Shackle inflicts penalty on unit speed during combat equal to the number of penalty effects active on unit +4, excluding stat penalties with a max of 8, and the same for Res with a max of 8. Is this any good? Inflicts speed and res -4 and deals damage equal to the number of penalty effects active on the foe, excluding stat penalties, times 2 plus 7 with a max of 15. Yeah, the fact that there's a max there kind of hinders that a little bit. If it was unlimited, like you could just stack it as high as you wanted to with as many penalties as you can hit on the enemies, things would get pretty crazy. But it's still an inheritable B skill, so we gotta take that into account as well. This is pretty good.
A lot of good things happen.
Okay, and then the longest C skill I've ever seen in my life. Just like Mother, enables Kanto Distant with a max of 3. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants Creation, Pulse, and Empathy to unit and allies in 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat, or if unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed of 5 to unit, and unit deals +7 damage during combat. And also, if unit's HP is over 1 and foe would reduce unit's HP to 0, unit survives with 1 HP. Oh man, we're doing that too. After unit acts, if an ally within 3 spaces of unit initiates combat, grants another action to unit after ally's combat, and if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto once per turn. So that she's got it there, and then she's got it on her weapon as well. So she can take, what is that, 3 actions in a turn, pretty much. And then Creation, I think Creation Pulse is a new status effect. If units attack can trigger unit special, grants special cooldown count -X before a unit's first attack during combat, where X is the number of penalty effects active on the foe, excluding stat penalties with a max of 2. So it's the same as the passive, except now it's just a start a turn bonus.
Allies, got it. Foes become very weak. That's right.
All right, I mean,
Allies become very strong.
I love how they're just skimming through all of her stuff.
Sharena can dish out a ton of damage.
Wow. Faye the Owl, you don't feel like reading all of that?
Makes Sharena one of a kind. Her addition.
Oh, here are her unmitigated stats, by the way. 40 HP, 62 attack, 49 speed, 30 defense, 24 res.
Action effects. It starts with her C skill, just like Mother. After she has taken her action, if allies engage in combat within 3 spaces of her, she can take another action.
What should I?
On top of that, thanks to her tome, Glad Spoke, allies who end combat within 3 spaces of Sharena can also take another action. Use those
wait a second, I missed that. So she doesn't give herself the extra action, she gives it to an ally. Baby Camilla, anyone? You want to give that monster extra actions for free? Oh my god.
And battle your way across the map with your allies. I hope you got to know your winners well.
Yeah, they all look really interesting. I want to say I'm a little disappointed by second place this year. I feel like last year overall was the best Choose Your Legends we've ever had. Because like second place and first place were all pretty cracked. This year, I feel like second place toned it down a little bit. Byleth seems interesting. He just seems like a melee Summer Celica. With finally colorless Tome Valor, which I'm actually pretty hype about. Baldr seems interesting as well. You can't give her the Lin Ring, though, like I said earlier, but I don't know how much that's going to actually matter. Because she seems like she's going to be able to dish out a lot of damage anyway. But she's not really breaking the mold too much outside of just being another big damage dealer. Eikpyrnir and Sharena, on the other hand, I think are definitively better than second place this time around. I'm leaning towards my free pick going on Eikpyrnir Although Sharena giving allies bonus actions after they act is pretty crazy. Like, there's going to be insane shenanigans going on with that. She actually might be just straight up the best. Because if you can refresh a unit like Baby Camilla over and over and just keep attacking with her, it's kind of just lights out, right? So, like, maybe Sharena is the best one. Eikpyrnir is just very, very, very roll compressed. He's got near save, he's got physical save, he gives somebody else magic save, he's got built-in warp bubble, he's got the bonus doubler thing that Eikpyrnirs always do, where they're just giving out statuses and giving out blue bonuses and just making everybody buff as hell. So, yeah, let me know who you guys are going to pick with your free pick, but I'm leaning towards either Sharena or Eikpyrnir at the moment.
From Choose Your Legends Round 9 will appear in the new hero summoning event, Shining Resolve. As usual, you can choose to receive one of these 4 focus heroes after summoning 40 times.
All right, so you got 4 sparks, as always, with CYL. And then you can free pick whoever you want.
Of course. There will also be a free summoning event where you can summon a 5-star hero of your choice. Faye! How can I choose just one? The Turn of Fate free summoning event, featuring heroes from Choose Your Legends Round 7, will end on August 31st. Don't forget about this free summon! And for the Grand Hero Battle this time...
Oh, is that... What?
I have no name with which to introduce myself
they
to
actually
you.
gave us
Pay me
Bruno?
no mind.
Bruno!
This is day 1 Bruno, too. This is not like some fake Bruno from... Like, they gave him a different outfit and stuff. This is OG Bruno right here. Wow, I never thought we were going to get him. Maybe that means we're eventually going to get day 1 Veronica as well as some kind of hero someday.
Oh, that mysterious warrior from Fire Emblem Heroes will
Man,
appear.
what a wasted opportunity it was for them to just kill this guy off in Book 6 for no reason. He had so much story ahead of him, and they just ended it for no
Bruno
reason.
has come to our world from another one, but he seems just like the Bruno we know. Compassionate and concerned for his sister Veronica and the curse she suffers.
He's definitely got a preference weapon here.
Not only
Yeah, cryptic, whatever
is he
that just
great
said.
at handling a tome, it sounds like he also taught Sharena to wield a spear back in his world.
Did he now?
Check the screen now to see when you can take on the Grand Hero Battle against Bruno.
All right, so that should be
Masked
dropping
Knight.
the day after the CYL banner.
Sharena shines in the top spot of Choose Your Legends, following in the footsteps of Big Brother Alphonse. As a member of the Order of Heroes, I'm so proud of her. Here's some more news. Starting August 15th, you'll be able to power up your
All right, yeah,
heroes
this
more
is
times
now
with
typical
dragon flowers,
CYL
as you
stuff
can see
because the
here.
BST cap is going to go up.
Also, for the
so we
forging
can get
bonds
more
staged
flowers
during
now.
the period shown on screen, you'll be able to get 1,000 of each type of dragon flower.
Yeah, this to
A
give you a
total
little
of
stimulus check
4,000.
on those
Power
dragon
up
flowers
your
because you're going to need
favorite
them now.
heroes with this bounty. Faye, what did you think of this special Choose Your Legends Fate channel? I love making up teams of my favorite CYL heroes. Problem is, it's so hard to choose who to use, isn't it? But it brightens your day to see them there. Faye, you're all here! Oh, what's that? Wow! It sounds like Sharena and the CYL9 crew are going to solve problems for the other heroes on X. It's called
Really?
Simple Problems, Heroic Solutions, and it's available today. Check out our official X
All right, check that
account
guy.
for the details.
Check that out on Twitter, guys.
Now then.
This video is already way too long, so we're gonna. Yeah, I think that's about it. So we're gonna call it there. Man, very interesting. So I still feel like what they did last year for CYL was a little bit more interesting, where honestly, like every single one of those units felt like a winner. Here, it feels like they held back a little on second place, but Yeah, they still seem pretty good. Outfit-wise, they seem pretty good as well. I wasn't expecting student Byleth. I guess they played it safe with Sharena and Baldr, just going with Holder's outfit and Henriette's outfit, and then this guy. They said he looks like Lay Radar, but I barely even can tell, because he just looks like himself from his original release anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this Choose Your Legends breakdown. 11-minute video stretched into 40 freaking minutes. I'm going to stop wasting you guys' time now, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.